Just got to wait.
So we'll see whether he...
So we're just waiting for Ross Braden, hopefully, to appear. Can't see him yet.
Oh, sorry. You got it facing... You need it the other way around, so you're shooting at me.
Okay.
You want to see Ross.
Currently only Alice Platt. Do you want landscape or portrait on the phone?
Sideways on the
Mr. President.
Hey, that's fantastic. Ross, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm not sure we will unless everyone's absolutely silent, because he's quite quiet.
Okay, good evening everyone. As being Mr. President, one moment, I need to do something first. Where's Tallulah? Tallulah, come up here, please. Without spilling Tim's beer, can you smash the presidential knife down onto there as hard as you can?
Oh!
Future President! Alright, good evening everybody. Given the amount of people in here, I think we do it again. Good evening everybody. Some of the boys, I know Joe was practicing down the track actually a few weeks ago, so you're all used to the good evenings present. Well, welcome everyone to Wednesday night. This is a Blackheath and Bromley tradition. I know Ollie's here from Kent AC. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining us here. I don't know if Kent AC if it's part of the Blackheath and Bromley fabric. It's also, I hope, a glimpse of the future, because when we move into the new development, we will have all of the club together. So I'm really thrilled to see the youngsters down here. I'm really thrilled to see the mums and dads as well. So you're all very, very welcome, and hopefully you'll stay for a drink after this. We've also got Ross Braden on the feed. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm really pleased that Ross could join us for President's News because he did so well in the marathon. I promised you a very special marathon edition, so this is why we're here. I can see people have got their medals on. I have 2 medals myself. I won't tell you the time because it's shocking. But that's my competing medal, and this one I'm particularly proud of, which is when I was volunteering. And volunteering is a big part of the marathon, and some of the Blackheath and Bromley people do really well as well. So I wear both of those very proudly. Anyway, let's run through what happened on this President's News. So as I say, it's a special marathon edition. Mark Steinley may be watching from Wiltshire. I know they're on holiday there. He's the club record holder. His record is still safe at 2 hours, 9 minutes and 17 seconds. That was set in 2002 at London, and he remains 10th on the all-time list. So that Blackheath and Bromley record is safe. But we did have a debut from Phil Sessman, who was one of our juniors, still a second claim athlete with the club, who came 7th in the elite race, 2 hours, 12 minutes and 58. And then also we also had in the women's elite race, Rose Harvey, who's second claim to Blackheath and Bromley. She's normally a pattern chaser. She finished in 2 hours, 29:45. And then, as I mentioned, Ross is on the feed, and I don't think this is going to work. So I hope we can get Ross to say a few words. But I can see it's already breaking up. But Ross was 3rd in the mass start and finished in 2 hours, 19 and 33. So to give him a bit and Ross is someone who's come through the pub ranks, so just great that he's doing that. I believe Ross regularly runs about 100 miles a week. So just sort of think about that in your training.
He does.
You crank things up a bit. But you seem to be like Ross, doing really well in the marathon. So Ross is the club champion, and the ladies champion is here tonight. That's Zoe Kingsmill, who completed it. Where's Zoe? 4 hours, 54:45. So really, really well done there. I do have my list of results here from Nick Brooks, and I'm going to have to slide my specs on because I can't read it. Sorry. So in terms of other people that I've seen who's here, Luca, I've seen you, you're here, aren't you? There he is by the bar. A tremendous bum for you. If I can read this correctly, 2 hours 45. Wow. And also, Luke, I think it was a world championship for you as well, wasn't it? So you got another world championship. I don't think Micah is here, Micah Evans. He ran 2 hours 46, but Micah also raised, I believe, £2,500 for Bromley Main Cap. So great from Micah. Steve Evans, is Steve here? Regular Wednesday night, I want to see. 3 hours 11. Woo! Sharp's here.
Yeah, he is.
Paul's here. Paul, great run for you. We did the Club 5 on the virtual together. Great to see you here. 3 hours 31 for Paul. Woo! I don't think Nick Barber is here, who was basically our marathon organiser. 3 hours 51 for him. Jerry is here, Jerry Alga. 4 hours 37, Jerry. And we mentioned Zoe. Stan Richwell, is Stan here?
He's still walking.
Stan actually has to put off a hospital appointment to do the marathon. He's amazing. 6 hours 36, but Stan raised over £4,500, I believe, as well, for, I think, the crew. So well done, Stan. Perhaps I can ask Paul Ostrich, are you here, Paul? Yeah. To Did I ask you to run through the young athletes and how they did?
Yeah. Thank you. Well done, guys, for getting down tonight. This is probably 10-fold busier than normal, so well done. Sorry, regulars, for ruining your dinner and making it bar a bit busier. But this year, the mini marathon was a bit late being announced with COVID and everything. And Jay Galley did a wonderful job of late notice and put on a trial. I think we might be one of the only boroughs that did a trial. Late notice, and then they have Van Frankish, Ian Schroeder, Ashley Pearson, and then loads of our fantastic parent helpers who volunteered, got involved, and there was a great trial today at the Northern Park. The distance this year was a bit different. It's normally the last 3 miles from Billingsgate to the end. 5k this year, I think it was 2.6, so a little 2.6, a little dash. So it's all a little bit last minute, but Bromley are as strong as ever. 97% of the squad were Blackheath Bromley. Ollie, Ken Oxley, and again, Bromley did superbly as a borough. The results in four, so if for those who don't know, there's three age groups in each gender, 13, 15 and 17, and each borough, each of the 33 boroughs selects 6 of their top athletes, and they're in a fun fight really. It's just a mass start. They all run off 2.6 first. It's also within this race. It's actually the mini marathon is incorporated with the British Athletics Road Championship. So the main race is the British Athletics Road Championship. So the South East, Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, all of the areas, North East, South East, West, they all select their top 6 runners. They race for their area, and then London is selected from the result of the mini marathon. So the top 6 in the Borough Challenge, they go on to run for London in that. So giving you the results. So bearing all that in mind, in the girls' race, under 13s, Luciana was a fantastic 6th. Then she went on to represent London in the national, coming 36th in the British Champs. Neve Stanley in her first year was 10th. Naming Mossy. The other thing is, as well, we've also got other athletes running for other boroughs as well. So there's a few extra ones chucked in just to keep them on toes. So running for Ealing, Naming Mossy was 15th. Charlotte Bloodworth was 18th. Sophie Fleming in her first year 22nd. Beth Regan 38th, and Sophie Tran in her first year 54th. The under 13 girls, Megan Slattery, again, great pack here. Megan Slattery was 8th. Megan Barlow in her first year was 11th. Midway behind 14th was Lydia Wickham in her first year, followed by Maria Salamanca in 25th. Running for Wandsworth, we had India Blakey in 29th. Back to Bromley, Isle Speed in 33rd. A couple of Wandsworth girls then, Christine Gillard Johnson and Laura Trinali Flynn were 35th and 40th. And then after a fall, Tallulah, Andy Cow was 60th. So Tallulah, well done for getting up. Where are you? It's the second fall this year, isn't it? Sorry. Under 17 girls. Under 17 girls. So the Borough Challenge was won by Fleur Todd Warmouth, who's recently come back from winning the Sire, winning the Schools International over at Bedford, winning the 3K there in a top ranking time. Amarissa, also back from representing England side, was the great 6th, where England top tonight, very proud, very good. Hannah was 7th, Hannah Hart was 7th, and then Lara Mann's running for Kensington Chelsea was 9th. Olivia McGee Brown's 19th, just behind in 20th was Gabby Martin, and then running for Hammersmith and Fulham, Kate Price, and then first year Libby White in 32nd, and Cameron Kelly Gordon in 45th. So those are great results. Every single Bromley team in Bromley girls won. So 33 boroughs, the girls won every single category, every single race. The boys were as good, nearly. The boys were superb. Under 13 boys, Joe Skanes won the Borough Challenge. Fantastic, Joe. Joe has had a great season. He's ranked 2nd, 3rd, and 3rd in the distance races, broken a couple of club records this year. And at the start, I believe he was doing stride the wrong way. So, and a bit of making up to do. Joe finished 3rd overall, 3rd in the British Athletics Championships, 1 second behind the leader, and a dead heat for 2nd, well, they gave him 3rd, but it's dead heat time, so fantastic performance, Joe, well done. Then Alfie White went from 10th, Matthias Harris 34th, Joseph Hill in his very first race, 57th, well done. Ben O'Grady 69th, and James Shaw after another dramatic fall. Well, not for you, but another dramatic fall. 95th, so well done for getting up. They were third overall, so again, out of 33 boroughs, very good. Under 15 boys. Under 15 boys, they were led home by Ollie Butt in fifth. Didn't actually mention, but fine. Alex Wilson back to some great form again in 18th, backed up by Josh Healy in 20th, Jasper Brooks in 29th, and Franco here in 48th. That combined effort also saw third. So well done, that's very good. Not going to be outdone, the under 17 boys, they also won their category with fantastic performances from the great run in 13th from Tom Sugden, 15th from George Shaw, 17th Miles Brown, Alessio Tutt in 21st, Matt Smith in 37th, and Ted Marston in 45th. So as I say, another fine victory. So very good. That concludes the results.
Thank you very much. Well done to all of you. Mini marathoners, if you would just stand up, and those who've got your vests on, can you just show the colours off to everyone so they can see what it's all about? So you see it on TV, but it'd be lovely to see you in all your glory in your vests, which is great, with your t-shirts. We've got different colours for different age groups. The reds, the blues, the yellows. Really, really terrific. So very, very well done. What's the black? Lads, what's the black? Under 17 boys. Excellent. Thank you for organising this. That's great. Well, talking about the platform that people are given, just want to also, focus on the volunteers. I know Dick Griffin is here. I don't know if Steve Hollingdale is here, and David Appleton. You're all on the baggage. Ray Walsh is going to have as many pints tonight as the hours he was out there. I believe he was out there for 9 hours, right? Is that right? So that'll be 9 pints of Stella in your Stella glass. Well done. Very, very good. And there's actually, late breaking news. Ian Taylor, who's here, I think Georgina was running, is that right?
Yes, it was, yes.
How did she get on?
3:32.
Wow! So it's been an absolutely cracking London. There was also the Chester Marathon. And I feel I must mention club artist Mark Ellison, who was running as a V60 for the first time, and still managed to come in 3 hours 58. So well done to Mark. And that really all bodes well if you can all have a rest, because I know on Saturday we're up at Sutton Coldfield for the six-stage road as well, aren't we? 3 stages for the youngsters, yeah. And I mean that marathon result, we're obviously going to be tired, but if you can rev up, I think we're going to do really well in that as well. So really looking forward to that event. That's a great event up at Sutton Coldfield. Does anyone remember Colin Ferguson? I think Mike will. Mike's going to give me a nod. Colin wants to come and run the mob match on the 14th of November. And so if anyone that wants to run with him can get in touch with him. So he wants to do one last mob match before moving away. So it's nice that he's been following President's News and communicating on that. Before that, we have a 4-way match with South London Harriers, which is obviously the 4-way match being against ourselves, South London Harriers, Orion and Ranelagh. The The reason why it's a four-way match is this year it's their 150th anniversary. Obviously, we had ours a couple of years ago. SLH was, well, they are a cousin of ours because we were all the same pub, and the parents won't know this, but back effectively 150 years ago, there was a row over handicapping. And when you know the kind of people that do handicapping, you have to scratch your head and wonder why, because they're such reasonable people. You know, Chris Haynes, a cracking handicapper, does a great job for us, doesn't he? Let's go for Chris Haynes, a handicapper. But in particular for that match, they want to know numbers, not so they can get out more runners than us apparently, but because they want to give every runner a memento, a prize for coming along to that match. And they are promising cake and tea. So if you are coming to that match and running, if you can declare as soon as possible to us, that would be really, really great. And then the other thing I should mention, 11th of October, is effectively these next few days, it's your last chance to use Ken Daniels' towel, because there will be no changing at the track. The building starts at the track on a new development. So whoever it is who keeps using Ken's towel, so it's important anyway, if you are, I know a lot of you are on track break, particularly the youngsters, but from 11th of October, you won't be able to change down there. You have to come down ready, dressed, and then go home and shower at home. And you know, your parents really will want you to shower at home. Good. That wraps up this special edition of President's News. In time-honoured fashion, I will ask, has anyone got any news for the feed? In which case, can I invite Ollie up over here? Could you close off President's News by just giving a good bash on the mallet, and that will send us on our way.